This conference, actually, the seed for it came about last year when I was attending the White House conference on college access. And I take great pride in the fact that since 1978, the Yale New Haven Teachers Institute has served first the New Haven community and then provided a model for university public school partnerships around the country.
When the Yale New Haven Teacher Institute launched nearly 4 decades ago, it broke convention in public education in a couple of different ways. Has the zeitgeist in public education changed, or is the Institute still sort of on the cutting edge, if you will, of those ideas?
I think that it's absolutely clear that what's going on, not only at Yale, but now across the country, is at the heart of reprofessionalizing teaching. And I think, Tom, to your point, I think that we're catching up with where Yale led us those decades ago. We're catching up not only to the idea that every child deserves an excellent teacher, but that every teacher deserves an excellent opportunity to develop professionally without leaving the classroom. And that's really at the core of what the Yale Institute has done, and now what the national model is promulgating across the country.
Almost unanimously, the teachers who have participated in our seminars describe them as the finest professional development opportunities they have encountered.
I come to tell you how exciting it is to be a public school teacher because of the national initiative and the local institute. As a result of the institute, it has afforded me opportunities that I would not have thought were available to me coming out of an inner city public school district. That's key to what the Institute does. Strengthens teaching in public schools, and more often than not, the public school systems that are underfunded, undercounted, and just put to the side. I no longer feel like that, and none of the students that I am exposed to feel like that.
So the first thing that this seminar has done for me is help me redo my commitment to stay in the classroom. I want to be a classroom teacher. So exactly what gifts have they given me to remain in the classroom? I think the first one is a sense of professionalism. I think as I was sitting there, I'm rubbing elbows with Mr. Vivian. I'm listening to Dr. Gladney, who's from Penn, and I feel very approbated in my sense of being a professional.
I've lost 15 students since I started teaching, which is on average about 1 a year, and that's to homicide primarily. But I lose students every day because they go into classes and they either don't have a teacher or they have a teacher who doesn't exhibit the professionalism that I've come to know and love participating in the Teachers Institutes.
To be a professional, this model allows for that. It allows for you to express your leadership abilities and your capabilities without leaving the classroom.
And let me say this right now, this is not a program for teachers who teach the AP kids. It can be, but it really motivates the students in high-need schools. And we've seen that benefit. And because of the teachers that we've placed in here with hundreds of lessons and over the time they come back and they want to be involved again, it's really a no-brainer for our school district to invest heavily into this program.
I want to also say, now that I'm at the Department of Education, in our equity plan, we talked about the National Teacher Institute because it serves teachers with an emphasis in high-need schools. And we were one of the first school states approved with the equity plan. We're proud of that accomplishment.
I've helped conduct several institute evaluation studies over the years, and they show emphatically that teachers value this professional development program and its curricular products more than any other. America's public schools would clearly benefit from Teachers Institutes in every city.
I think the most important thing was when one of the teachers said that they felt that by being treated more professionally in their professional development, that they were now on the same level as college professors, and that made them feel more empowered, it made them feel more effective. So I think the professionalism that is developed through this kind of teacher institute is very important.
This conference has been an eye-opener for me, not so much because of the content, but realizing that this program exists, thinking about it in terms of how my university can get involved, because part of our mission is engaging with the community.
Well, we have high poverty schools almost entirely in our part of the country, in the east of the mountains in the state of Washington. I'd love to be able to go back and work with our partners and work with the schools and establish something like the Yale New Haven Institute there.
I've heard a lot of Yale professors, senior Yale professors, excited about what they do. Creative, innovative. It's counterintuitive, really, to see these senior professors so engaged with high school teachers, helping them in their professional development. I want to go back to my little college in Montgomery, Alabama, and challenge our senior faculty to do the same thing.
The Institute intrigues me. We're located in a part of the States that I don't think has an institute close by, and a chance to maybe play a role in putting that together to actually help teachers be inspired to do better and to do well. That intrigues me, and we're going to plan to pursue that.
The Yale New Haven Teacher Institute, with its focus on content knowledge, does seem to fall in the category of proven model, long track record, extraordinary testimonials this morning, lots of evidence behind it.
Quite frankly, it's why I'm here, because we believe that what's happening in these institutes is very important, and you need to know that we're paying attention to it and that we're talking about it, and we think that this should be a model that indeed replicates across the country.